All right, this is a royal pain, but some of these are coming out and some are just breaking right off. All right, I changed my mind instead of wasting this. All right, I had enough of this back breaking labor right here. All right, so I found if I can just get one of the teeth in there behind that header board, this is gonna work, I'm pretty sure, as long as I don't bust the picture window. Oh, I'm a hurting puppy. This is where I'm leaving it. Hey folks, welcome back and welcome to the part 2 of this mini episode. It'll be a 3-part series. If you missed part 1, I'll put a link in the description. It was just yesterday. So today we're going to continue on and get this DIY landscaping ready for rock. Well, we're actually going to add rock, but we're not going to add the final decorative rock. But let's go step by step and see how this project's going to go, because believe me, we had second thoughts quite a few times throughout this project. Okay, this is where we left off at yesterday. We got all this rotten decking pulled off and we got it all prepped and ready for the base layer of stone, which is today. Let's get into it. All right, so we're using premium fabric here. It's supposed to be pretty tough for rocks, to keep weeds down and also to let water run through it. Because this didn't get sun before because it was a wood deck. So we wanted to use fabric and try to do this thing the right way the first time. Try and just pre-stage this for a dumpster. Got really nowhere to put it, unfortunately. Go get some stone. Wish I had a load up here, but I don't, so I'll scab from that 2-inch clean down there. I got 1 inch here. I can't use it though, it's got packing material. And again, it's supposed to get another big rain today, June 18th. So we're trying to get this stone project mostly wrapped up before the rain. Some whiskey drink? Some vodka drink? Woo, downhill, baby. So Sharon and I were talking about this project, and we were saying, just imagine if we hired a crew of guys to do this manually, just to pull up the decking. And this is like a 60-foot span that I did with the excavator, but I mean, just imagine the cost for manual labor for a crew of guys to come in here manually, like old school, and pull up all of the trash and that, and then however they do the rock, you're going to hire someone to have a skid steer or a dump truck, or they're going to bring a dump truck and shovel it by hand, or whatever the case may be. But this is why we do stuff on our own as much as we can, especially since we've got the equipment. Probably the last load for now. I don't want to get any grass in, and my pile's getting a little small, so I want to make sure I keep it really good and clean. And then I'll get some more stone ordered up here by the house to continue it. All right, making progress. We're both out of juice to rake this stuff down right now, but we should have it to where we need about 3 or 4 more inches of the decorative stone. Looks better already, but it's gonna look a lot better. Gonna look a lot better than, here's what it looked like before, basically. And Sharon did this section. I think she just flipped these boards over and then stained them. So this is what, you know, new boards might look like, similar. But I think a rock garden is going to be a lot nicer here. Oh, all right. Stay tuned. Oh, I'm a hurting puppy. This is where I'm leaving it. I may have put in a little too much, possibly. We'll see when we finish getting it leveled out. And I'll talk it over with the queen and see if I could scoop some of this out with the excavator if I need to pull a little out. I hate having to do that, but I mean, it might be just enough. So we'll finish it in the next phase, I guess. Getting close though.